Hello, my dear friends. This is Vijay Lakshmi from English department. My dear friends, in today's session, I would like to have a discussion on a concept called verb, which is a third content of your articulation workbook. Dear friends, let us see what is verb. I would like to tell the definition of the verb first. See, this verb, it is described as a word which is used to indicate an action or a state of being of existence or possession. In simple words, I would like to say that this verb represents an action. It also represents a state of being of existence or possession. We can say that this verb tells us what a person or thing does, or else what is done to a person or thing, or it tells us about possession. My dear friends, you must know that this verb plays an important role in a sentence. You just try to understand. Verb means it is an action word. It indicates the action, and it also tells us what a person or thing does, or what is done to a thing or a person, or else it also tells us about the possession. This is about the definition of verb. Dear friends, let us see some examples for this verb. Look at these sentences. The man goes to the office. Here goes is an action word. It is an action of man. The boy writes. Writes is an action. The moon shines. Shines is an action word. The car runs. The frog jumps into well. The baby cries. The goat bleats. We sleep. They like mango. You sing a song. Here you sing a song. Here sing is a action word. Dear friends, let us move ahead with the types of the verbs. In verbs, there are two types. The first one is principal verbs. Principal verbs are also known as main verbs or mukhya kriya padagalu. And the second type of the verbs is auxiliary verbs, which are also known as helping verbs or sahayaka kriya padagalu. There are two types in verbs. The first one is principal verbs. Principal verbs are also known as main verbs. And the second one is auxiliary verbs. And these auxiliary verbs are also known as helping verbs. And in principal verbs or in main verbs, there are two types. Those are transitive verb and intransitive verb. And in auxiliary verbs, again there are two types. Those are primary auxiliaries and modal auxiliaries. Primary auxiliaries and modal auxiliaries. This is about the types of verbs. Then, what is main verb? Main verb or a principal verb? My dear friends, I would like to tell you about the definition of the principal verbs. See, this principal verb, it is used independently in a sentence and without taking any help from other verbs in a sentence. See, these principal verbs are used independently in a sentence without taking any help from other verbs. These are called principal verbs or main verb. I told you principal verbs are also known as main verbs. Or else we can say that the main verbs or these principal verbs are usually the action verbs that come after the helping verbs. A main verb may be a linking one or an action verb. Look at these two sentences. There are two examples for these main verbs or for principal verbs. See, in the first sentence, she looks happy. And in the second sentence, the police are looking for the suspect. Through these two examples, you can understand the meaning of main verbs. This is about main verbs. And now, let us know the meanings of the transitive and intransitive verbs. I told you there are two types in main verbs. So those are transitive and intransitive verbs. So dear friends, let us see what is a transitive verbs. A transitive verb, it refers to the action and it links with a subject and object in a sentence. And these transitive verbs usually they need an object to complete their proper meaning. See here, the transitive verbs usually they need an object to complete their meaning. Or else, my dear friends, we can say that this transitive verb usually it needs an object in the form of a noun or pronoun to complete its meaning, and this object answers to the questions of who or whom or what. Look at the examples here. The students write composition. Here composition is a direct object to the verb, that is write. What do the students write? They do write composition. It is answering for the question what. And in the next sentence, Peter loves Mary. Here, the word loves is a verb, and Mary, the word Mary, the noun, it is becoming an object here. Mary is becoming an object. And who does Peter love? Obviously, it is Mary. Look at the formula for transitive verb, that is subject plus verb plus object. So, usually this transitive verb, it requires a direct object. Then, what is intransitive verb? Dear friends, this intransitive verbs they usually refers to an action, and intransitive verb links with the subject but does not has an object, and it is called an intransitive verb. And intransitive verbs they don't need an object to complete their proper meaning. Know the meaning of the intransitive verb. Intransitive verb they are not in need of the object to complete their meaning. And here in intransitive verb the sentence may end with the verb, an adjective or an adverb, and the questions one may ask with these forms are when, where, how, or why. Look at the examples. The children sat. The children sat at 7:30 p.m. The children sat at the table, and the children sat at quietly. All these sentences are answering for the questions. The forms of the questions those are when, where, how, or why. Hope you knew the meaning of these two transitive and intransitive verbs. It's very simple. Transitive verbs require direct object to complete their meaning, whereas intransitive verbs they do not need any direct object to complete their meaning. You can see the example of you can see here she wrote a letter. Here wrote is verb and letter is a direct object, and this sentence is an example for a transitive verb because wrote is a v2 form of write, and this wrote is having a direct object called letter. But look at the second sentence she wrote quickly. Here there is no object, whereas only there is a verb. It is an example for an intransitive verb. Hope you understood the meaning of transitive and intransitive verbs. Now let us see what is auxiliary verbs. I told you there are two types in verbs. So those are main verbs and auxiliary verbs. Now itself we learnt about main verbs and the types of the main verbs. And now let us have a look on auxiliary verbs. Then what is auxiliary verb? Auxiliary verb it is a verb that cannot be used independently, rather it helps a principal verb, that is it helps main verb to form a sentence. See here, this auxiliary verb it acts as a helping verb where it helps the main verb. So these are called auxiliary verbs, and in auxiliary verbs there are two types. I already told you, those are primary auxiliaries and modal auxiliaries. There are two types in auxiliaries. Those are primary auxiliaries and modal auxiliaries. What is primary auxiliaries? My dear friends, primary auxiliaries are verbs used to help a principal verb to form a sentence. See here, these primary auxiliaries are they are used in a sentence along with the main verb. They usually help the main verb to form the sentence, and these primary auxiliaries can be changed its form according to the use of different tenses. And my dear friends, these primary auxiliary verbs are used to express only tense, and these primary auxiliaries are divided into three parts again. Those are to be forms, to have forms, and to do forms. See here, they are used in clauses such as I am eating bread. Here am is helping verb. They have eaten bread. Have is helping verb. You do eat bread. Again do is a helping verb. There are three kinds. Again there are three types in primary auxiliaries. Those are to be forms, to have forms, and to do forms. See, in to be forms, again there are five helping verbs: am, is, are, was, were. And in to have forms, again there are three helping verbs. Those are have, has, had. And in do form of helping verbs, again there are three helping verbs. Those are do, does, and did. See, primary auxiliaries can also work as main verbs. In some cases, these primary auxiliaries are also work as main verbs, such as I am happy to see these names included, and I have a new life now and new friends. We do things that are controversial. There are no main verbs in the sentences, but these helping verbs are working as the main verbs in the sentences. Then, what is modal auxiliaries? Dear friends, modal auxiliary, it is a verb that expresses a mood or manner in which the action is done is called a modal auxiliary. In other words, we can say that modal auxiliaries expresses possibilities, abilities, permission, or obligation. These are known as modal auxiliaries. Here you can see modal auxiliary verbs and primary auxiliary verbs. I already told you, in primary auxiliary verbs there are three types. Those are do form of helping verbs, have form of helping verbs, and be form of helping verbs. And in do form of helping verbs there are three. Those are do, does, did. And in have form of helping verbs again there are three: have, has, had. Whereas in be form of helping verbs there are five: am, is, are, was, and were. Look at modal auxiliary verbs. There are 13 verbs in modal auxiliaries. Those are can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, ought, must, need, dare, used to. So altogether there are 11 primary auxiliaries and 13 modal auxiliaries. Hope you understood the meaning of verbs and the types of the verbs, the meaning of transitive verb and intransitive verb, and also you learnt about, in today's class you learnt about the meaning of modal auxiliaries and the meaning of primary auxiliaries. So in today's class, dear friends, I discussed about the verb, and I also discussed about the definition of the verb, types of verbs. I told you there are two types in verbs. Those are main verbs and auxiliaries. Those are helping verbs here. And we also learnt about the definition of the main verbs, and we learnt about transitive and intransitive verbs, the difference between transitive and intransitive verbs. And we learnt about the definition of the auxiliary verbs, primary auxiliaries, and modal auxiliaries. And we also learnt about the examples for all these verbs. So that's it for this today's class. In our next class, I would like to have a look on the further part of the verbs, that is the classification of the verbs, regular and irregular verbs. The verbs can be divided into two classes. Those are regular and irregular verbs. I would like to have a discussion on these regular and irregular verbs in my next class. So till the time we meet next, happy learning and keep loving English language and literature along with English grammar. Thank you.